in this part, I'll be showing you how you can work with APIs in PHP. APIs allows your PHP application to communicate with other services like weather apps, payment gateways, or social media platforms, and many other APIs. Okay, I'll show you how to make get and post requests to an API using PHP. So before we continue, let us understand what is an API. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. It's like a messenger that lets your application talk to other services, talk to another service. Okay, so for example, you can request a weather data or exchange rates or even post tweets here through an API. Okay, so let us now take a look at how we can make a get a request, or how we can fetch data, okay, from an API. Okay, so to do that, we are going to use two main functions. Okay, we are going to use the file get contents and the JSON decode. Only those two functions. Okay, so let us go here. Let us open our browser here, our VS Code editor. So you should note that I have this index. I'm going to be working with the index.php file, which is under the my site folder, which is also under the htdocs folder, which is also under the XAMPP folder. Okay, so here you should note that so here inside here I have the URLs that we are going to work with. Okay, and this one, because my computer is not online, I'm not online. What I'm going to do, I created an API using Node.js. Okay, I created an API using Node.js. It's right here. Please don't sneak into my API. It is right there. Okay, it is right there and it is running. Okay, the app started running on port 300, as you can see. So with that one, let us cross that there. It is not our business. So what we are going to do here, I created 4 URLs. Okay, so this one, it is going to be my post URL. Okay, that I'm going to use when I'm posting data. Okay, when I'm using the post request. Okay, so even this one is going to be yours. Okay, this one is going to be yours. Okay, URL yours, post. Okay, this one, it is the one that you are going to use when we are working with posting data. So with this one, these two, I'm going to be working with you are going to be working with this first one when we are getting data, or when we are fetching data from an API, and for me, I'll be working with this second one. Okay, so let us start. So to start, we are going to first use the file get contents to send a get request. Okay, so here we are going to, let us create, so this one, the file get contents, okay, it is going to return a response, okay, which we should store in the response variable. Okay, like this. So let us use the file get contents. Then here in the get contents, here inside here, we need to provide the file name. Okay, the file name, it is going to be like the URL. Okay, the path. Okay, so here for the path, we need to provide for you. You are going to use this one, URL yours get. Okay, but for me, I'm going to be using URL mine get. Okay, so here I'm going to be using $URL mine get, that one. Okay, but for you, you should use this one, URL yours get. Okay, for me, let me use mine get. Okay, with that one. So after getting the response, what are we going to do? Remember that response, it is sent in form of a JSON. Okay, in form of a JSON. So in order to read that JSON, we need to decode it. Okay, to decode it into an array. Okay, so we are going to get that data. So that data, let us store it in that data. We are going to store it in a variable called data. Then we need to use a JSON.decode, JSON decode. Okay? JSON decode. Then here JSON decode, it is going to take in a JSON. Okay, a string, a JSON. Okay, a JSON string. So with this one, it is now in the response. Okay, in this response variable. So I'm going to get the response. Then after there, we need to provide something else. Okay, we need to provide something else, which is called the ASOC. Okay, this ASOC, don't mind about it. I'm just making this one simpler. Okay, this one we need to set it to be true. Okay, we need to set it to be true. After setting it to be true, then what else are we going to do? What we are going to do now is to print out our data, because our data is now, this one is now in form, this one is now an array. Okay, so to print it out, we can use the print r, the print underscore r, that one, for the arrays. So here we need to provide our data, so data like that. Okay, so if we do that, and we save our file, and then we come here, the browser, and then we navigate localhost /mysite/index.php, and then we refresh. As you can see, this is the data that I'm getting. Okay, you will get a different data from mine. Okay, but this is the one that I get. Okay, as you can see, it is an array, and it has different values. Okay, different values. As you can see, it has multiple arrays inside. Okay, child arrays, as you can see. Okay, it has multiple arrays. Okay, you might get a different data. Okay, so that's how we can make a get request. So the file get contents is the easiest way, but it only works for simple requests. Okay, this one for simple requests. Okay, so with that you can make get requests. Okay, so let us take a look at how we can post data, how we can make a post request or send data. Okay, so let me show you something here. So because it was very long and could take a lot of time while typing, I wrote all the code. Okay, I wrote all the code before, okay, recording the video. So as you can see, so I'm just going to comment out all of this one. Let me comment it out like that. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the post data, the data that we are going to be sending. Okay, as you can see here, we have it right here. Okay, it is the one that we are going to be sending, and it is in form of an array. So after there, we have this one. Okay, we have this ch. Okay, this cs, and this one, it is going to initialize the C URL. Okay, or the car URL. Okay, this one is for initializing. So here, as you can see, the car init. Okay, for initializing, we use this function. Then inside here, we need to provide the URL. Okay, the URL. Okay, so from there, go down here. Here we are going to use to set options. So this one, the cow set opt, it sets an option for the C URL transfer. Okay, so this one, we use these functions to set some options. Okay, remember, when we are sending data, when we are making a post request, we need to provide the headers. We can provide the headers, we can provide the data, and then we should specify the request type. Okay, and here inside this function, we need to provide three parameters, or three arguments. Yeah? Okay, so here we need to provide three parameters here, as you can see here. So the first one is this one. This car initialization. This one. Okay, we need to provide it. After there, we need to provide another one, which is the option, which is the car opt underscore post. Okay, this is the option, this is the method, it is like the method. Okay, so here we are going to set this one to default, is going to be true. Okay, so after there, we are going to get another one for the options. When we are working with this one, we need to provide this one, as you can see here. So after there, as you can see here, we need to provide this one, the option. Okay, the option, and the inside the option, for us, we have set it. So this one, the option, it is this one. Okay, and here we need to provide a mix, which is a value. So with this one, we are just going to set it to be true. Okay, so after doing that, we should not mind about this one of that one. So here we need to set another option, and this one we are going to specify the fields. Okay, the fields, and the fields, they are going to be the data. It is going to be the body. Okay, like the body. So for the body, we are going to have the content. Okay, this data, the post data. Okay, this post data, remember, it is in array format. So in order to send data to an API, the easiest way is to use JSON formats. Okay, so we need to encode using the JSON encode. Okay, to encode that data. So after encoding, then we are ready to send that data in form of a JSON. After doing that, we need to set another option, which is which are the HTTP headers. Okay, so for the HTTP headers, we need to specify that the content type, it is a JSON format. Okay, it is application / JSON format that we are sending. Okay, if we don't specify, we might get some errors. Okay, some difficulties while sending this data. Okay, so we need to set another option, and this one is also car option. This one return transfers, and then we set it to true. This one, don't mind about it, but it is also important. Okay, so after doing that, we are going to get a response. Okay, we are going to get a response after executing. So here we use the car underscore exec for executing. So here we are going to execute, okay, the request. Okay, which request? What are we requesting? This already initialized the car that we are going to use. Okay, that we are going to use to perform post request. Okay, so this one. So we execute that request. After executing that request, we are going to get a response, and that response, after getting it, it is going to be in form of a JSON. Okay, it is going to be in form of a JSON. So this one, after executing, we need to close. Okay, we get the response and then we close that connection. We close the connection. After closing, what are we going to do? We are going to decode this data that we have got. Okay, using the JSON decode. Okay, remember it is in form of a JSON. Okay, it is in JSON format. Okay, and we are going this one, the JSON underscore decode. It is going to decode a JSON string. Okay, so here inside here we need to provide that data. Okay, which is in JSON format, and then here we need to set for the default we need to set it to true. And if we try to get a response underscore star, and this is also an ASOC, or you can call it association. Okay, you should association like that. Okay, so after there we need to print. Remember this one is going to be now in array format. Okay, then we are going to use the print r. Okay, then inside here print underscore r, then inside here we are going to provide our array, which is the result. Okay, after doing that we are going to save our data, our code, as you should note down that here inside here I'm using the initialization. I'm using, so for the URL I'm using mine. Okay, I'm using URL underscore mine post. Okay, for you should use URL underscore yours post. Okay, you should use this one, yours post, that one. Okay, this one, it is the one that you must use. Okay, so let us go back. So if I save and then I go back in my browser, as you can see here, if I refresh, as you can see here, I get an array which contains a message, and this message is has a value which is data has been received. Okay, which means that the data has been sent to the server. Okay, and if you try to sneak, let us try to sneak. So for you will not be able to sneak because you did not create your own API. But for me, I'm able to sneak. As you can see here, you cannot get the information very well. My API, maybe it broke, some code broke, but okay, I want to show you something, but it is not working. Let us only take this one, which is essential. Okay, so that's how we can you can post and get data. Okay, that's how you can send and fetch data to an API. Okay, or from an API. Okay, so that's it. Play with the get and the post request using this one, which is this one, the car initialization. These ones. Okay, play with car. Okay, so you should know that car is the most powerful way to work with APIs in PHP. Okay, so you should know that. Okay, so let us play with it. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to release new courses in the future. They are going to be burning. Please, guys, I'm going to release new videos. Please make sure you have subscribed and you have clicked the bell icon. Thank you.